Good morning. I hope you guys had a great night last night. I sure did. Man, did I need all the rest I got. It's currently about 11 o'clock. I woke up about 20-30 minutes ago and started my day. I know there are some of you who are like, wow, what a waste of a Disney day. But, I don't think it's a waste if you are kind of recuperating from a crazy travel situation, or if you're just tired and you need to rest. Because I'll tell you what, there's nothing worse. I know I said this yesterday, but there's nothing worse than burning yourself out right at the beginning of your trip. And unfortunately, my travel day yesterday was a crazy one and pretty much burned me out. So I knew that if I woke up first thing this morning and kind of jumped into going to Animal Kingdom, which is where I'm going today, if I jumped into that and just kind of go, especially with the heat, I knew it wasn't going to work for me. So got a nice rest in, relaxed, and now I feel refreshed so I can start the day and actually enjoy today and the rest of my trip. So here's what I've done so far. I know I didn't fill you guys in on all of this right away, but I had some breakfast in the room. It was like a pancake cup where you just put some water in, mix it around, put it in the microwave, and boom, pancakes come out. Well, they're not round like pancakes, but it's a cup filled with pancake, and there are these syrup things that dissolved. And that was really cool because I was eating it and it had the perfect amount of syrup. It was so delicious. I am so glad that I brought breakfast. I mean, it's something I do normally anyway, but this is exactly why. Not only is it a way to save a little bit of money, which I mean is great. Everyone can use a way to save money. But on mornings like this, when I woke up tired and not wanting to go for a walk immediately, it was really nice to just be like, oh, okay, so I can just eat right now as opposed to have to get dressed, go for a walk, order my food and all that stuff, and then walk back here and chill for a bit. There was food ready and waiting for me. That's great. Now I've pulled out my clothes. I did a little bit more organization in the room because last night when I got back I was just done. So that's done, and now I'm gonna get ready to start my day. And I'm gonna do that by finishing my salad from yesterday. Also, this is the current situation outside. It is pouring and thunderstorm. Now I know what you're thinking. Sounds terrible. Thunderstorm. I slept in. I could have had a whole day already. But no, this is perfect. Thunderstorms, they're my jam because I have a poncho, I have an umbrella, although don't use the umbrella in the thunderstorm. I got a poncho, I got all the stuff I need to keep everything dry, and when everyone's running back to the hotel, I'm gonna be running out into the storm. Although I guess it depends on how long the storm lasts, but nonetheless, this is when things clear out. This is when you want to go to the parks. Don't believe me, it's fine. Look at the wait times. It's true. It's true. It's lunchtime. So I've got my salad, the remainders of it. I've got my drink, the remainders of it, some watered down Coca-Cola. And over here, I've got my liquid IV, electrolytes to start the day. Okay. I know I didn't show you this salad yesterday, and I probably should have, but I'll pop a picture in here. I just was so hungry. I was so hungry by the time I got there, and the process of getting food at Saratoga Springs right now is crazy. So it took me a minute to figure out what I was doing, and it didn't even occur to me to show you guys a salad, but it's fine. It's called the Saratoga salad with chicken for $10.99, which at first sounds a little steep. I'm not gonna lie. I know that salads, when you're thinking about Disney vacations, salads can be hit or miss, and it really stinks to pay $10, $11, $12 for a salad and then realize it was not worth that. But I have to say this one was pretty good. They did have a $7.99 or $8.99 option for the Saratoga salad without chicken, but I really wanted something substantial, not just veggies. So here's what's included. Let me see if I can show you a little bit better. We have some dried cherries and dried cranberries. We've got chicken breast, which is taking on some of the color of the cranberries here. It's a real chicken breast. This isn't like, you know, frozen chicken packets or whatever. You know how they have those like sliced frozen chicken? That's pretty gross. So we also have sliced apple in here, which is sliced into, well, I guess it's diced into small pieces, which makes it really easy to eat. I like that. We've got some romaine, purple cabbage, and this dressing, which is really nice. It's like, it's sweet. And let me take a bite. This is day 2, of course, so it's not going to be as amazingly delicious as it was day 1, but take a bite. Honestly, it's so fresh and light, the dressing, and I love the apple. It's a nice salad. It's got a little bit of tart from the dried cherries and cranberries, and it's just really good. I do like this salad. I do think it's worth the money. Yeah, now I'm gonna finish it. I almost forgot. There are candied walnuts. Sorry, my fork is full of food already. There are candied walnuts in here, and you can add croutons too. They give you a little baggie. So good. We are out. Helicopter. We're out and we are headed to the springs. Gonna refill my mug. Gonna take a look around the shop. Come along. I honestly cannot get over how close everything is to my room. I know I'm gonna say that 1,000 times over the next few days, but it's true. Everything is so close. It just makes this a much more pleasant experience. But anyway, there it is. Springs Magical Express just rolled up. One of the last Magical Expresses. Oh, so sad. We'll talk more about that later. But for now, let's do some shopping. Alright, I've arrived at the keychains. And oh my goodness, guys, look at these wishable keychains. Are these not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my goodness. Those are so adorable. Okay, there's other cute things too, but those wishables. Oh my goodness. I'm dying. Also, check this out. I like that one. We'll see. Oh, they got a balloon too? Oh, so cool. Checking out these pins, and look at these faces on these, on these princesses. I don't know how I feel about them. We've got some really cute ones though. Let's see. Oh, here we have the sets. And what is this? Oh, we might be leaving with this, ladies and gentlemen. I just ended up in the notebook section, and these, I showed you guys these previously. They were all on sale at my local Disney store, so this is why you get to shop ahead of time. But this would be a great way to kind of journal your vacation, kind of make like a scrapbook / journal. That would be kind of fun. These sets down here were also on sale at my local Disney store, so cool way to like kind of have a budget souvenir that doesn't take up a lot of space. But like I said, we've talked more about that on the website. We'll talk more about that later. Oh my goodness, these baby stuffies. Okay, I gotta just check out before I buy too many things. Did a quick stop in the shop. So this is why I love these refillable mugs. It's because you can refill them for drinks, fountain beverages throughout your entire stay. And rather than paying for drinks or bringing drinks, I like my mug. It's $19.99 for that, and it's super cute. Isn't that a super cute little souvenir? Okay, so stopped into the store, spent some money, not a lot, but check this out. I gotta show you what I got. So the first thing I have here is this awesome, check out this pin lanyard. It is Haunted Mansion themed. Oh my goodness, isn't that cool? And it's got this little removable bit for your keys. I use lanyards all the time anyway, but especially here when I have some pins to trade. I also got myself a 2021 set. So when it comes to pins, Russ is the trader. Russ is the trader. I am the collector, and I like to collect some pins from every trip that I take. So here is a set. It's a blind set. I'm going to get 2, which means I should probably have a chance to get a pin and trade a pin. So let's see what we have here. These are our options, or what we could get. Any of them would be cool, but kind of hoping for a Mickey Mouse. So let's see what we ended up with. Pin number 1. You guys will see it before I do. What do we got? What is it? Oh, it's Pete. Again, you guys will see it before I do. Tell me if it's something good. I can get it open. Mortimer? Okay, so not the best, but I'll still take it. I like the blind sets. These were 2 for $15, or $15.99. I like them because with pins being about that price anyway, when you get 2, it's a good deal if you want to trade, and you get a chance of getting some really cool pins. So there you go. All right, so I'm going to have a little bit more of my drink. Then I'm gonna head back to the room and get geared up to head out to Animal Kingdom. Currently, it's around 3:20. I'm back in the room real quick so that I can get my stuff so I can head out to Animal Kingdom. But before I do, I want to take these pins that I just got and I want to put them on my bag. Not the lanyard. I'm saving the lanyard, but okay. I'm going to put them on my bag so that I can trade them if I find any pins that I like better. Because, okay, look, these aren't my favorites. It's just the way it is. Sometimes that's what happens with blind bags. So, anyway, I've got my backpack here. Trusty backpack. Oh, and I've got Madam Mim on here as well. There she is. Now, the pins, Disney pins, come with these, like, rubber backs. And they're not bad. They're fine, especially when they're new, like these. They're hard to get off, but I don't like using these rubber backs because your pins can sometimes fall off. It's not a big deal when it's a lanyard. I find that the lanyards they're fine when it comes to pins. For years, I've just used these backs. I've never changed them out for anything else. But since I'm using a backpack, which is on and off and on and off and on and off all of the time, I want to have a little extra protection. So I actually have my locking pin backs with me. There are a ton of options when it comes to locking pin backs. I use these. Let me show you. Let me see. That's what they look like. They look like just regular pin backs. They've got a round. It almost looks like a push pin. And I don't know if I'll be able to show this very well, but Unlike regular locking pin backs that you need like this little tiny like Allen key to open, these ones you don't. This locking pin back, you don't need any special tools. You just pop it on like a normal thing, and you'll see the top pop up. Look close, ready? See, like barely popped up. So this is locked on there. It's not going anywhere. As you can see, this isn't going anywhere. But when you want to take it off, you just pull that part up. See? That locking mechanism on the top. You just pull that up and the pin back comes off. Of course, I'm struggling because I often do. There we go. And then it's done. So, I got these on Amazon. I got like an unrealistic amount of them, so many. But anyway, locking pin backs, there's my tip for the day. So I'm gonna put these pins on my backpack, and then we're gonna skedaddle on over to Animal Kingdom. So let's do it. Just got to Animal Kingdom, leaving the bus area and headed toward temperature check. You know, this honestly isn't that big a deal. The temperature check thing takes 2 seconds. So, you know, it is what it is. Heading in as everyone else is headed out is what I like to see, guys. Walking against the crowd. The Tree of Life. Isn't it so pretty? Oh, it's so blue right now too. The weather is so nice right now. Everything's great. It really is. Alright, but we are headed into Pandora because I have a mobile order that's going to be ready soon. So I'm going to head over there, grab some food, and then we'll work our way back out. Alright, here's my dinner. This is a kid's meal. It's got some fried tofu, beans, rice, and coleslaw. So let's give it a shot. Walking into Navi River Journey, and I figured I will tell you about that bowl. Not impressed. It was all dry, a little bit spicier than I anticipated for a kid's meal, but filled me up, and it was a good portion size, so I'm happy about that. But now we are entering, wow, look how beautiful this is. I can't wait for this. 25-minute wait, I think, so should be good. Got off of Navi River Journey, walked through this path. Did you guys know that this used to be a ride? This, it's like a river. In fact, I think right there is where the dragon used to be. We're gonna keep walking, see if we can see it a little bit better. Anyway, heading into Africa. I have a few things I want to do in this part of the park because there's a particular spot we're looking for to get a picture of, well, it's a picture for a button, but anyway, hang tight. Let's get back to the water here. Let's see. Oh, there's a bird sunning himself. I want to say that at one point this was where, like in this little area right here, it's where there was supposedly a dragon and he would breathe fire. It was part of this thing called Beastly Kingdom, and Beastly Kingdom was supposed to be this part of Animal Kingdom that focused on mythical creatures. So somewhere along this bank there's supposed to be a dragon, like a little sculpture of a dragon as well. We'll keep an eye out for it. But yeah, I used to take a boat through this whole area, and there's like a unicorn. It was very unimpressive. I'll put a link in the description to a video where you can learn all about the history of that. So, but for now, we're gonna keep walking. As you can see, it's basically empty over here. But that's because Festival of the Lion King's not running, and it's kind of the end of the day. So, all right, let's keep walking and take some pictures because this is beautiful. Stepped off into this like back, looks like an extended queue right now, but I'm gonna take a drink. I feel like I didn't give you guys like a good description of that meal that I had. So it was rice that was flavored, and it had beans, some black beans, and fried spicy tofu. Now, I love tofu. This was not great fried tofu. It was dry, the rice was dry, the beans didn't even add any moisture to the dish. It was spicier than I thought it was gonna be, but the portion size was alright, so there's that. It was a good dinner, but nothing that I would get again. Alright. We have, well, a very melty face. I've got a churro. This is like a staple for some people, and it's not ever been a staple for me. I think I've only ever had one once, and it was at Tokyo Disney or Tokyo Disney Sea. I don't know. So we're trying it. We've got our churro, we've got our chocolate sauce. I'm told that we dip it. There we go. That's pretty good. I can't complain for, what is it, under $7? Cinnamon sugar everywhere, oh my god. Let's check this out. So cool. I haven't watched this. I've heard about it. I don't even know how long it's been out, but I want to check it out. How cool is that? It's sand. Who knew? Well, lots of people knew. I missed the Raya one. That's alright. Anyway, let's move on to It's Tough to Be a Bug. Now, if there's one thing that I wish people knew about Animal Kingdom at all, it would be that It's Tough to Be a Bug is very frightening. More frightening than the name, the theme, or the little spiel suggests. Because if families are anything like my family was back when we took my young sister on that ride, then they might do on their first day and terrify their little ones. And you want to talk about ruining a vacation right before it starts? Just got off of Flight of Passage, and like, what a treat to finish out the day there, because it's dark out now. And I know you guys can't see much, so I'll put some pictures in, but man, Just, there is nothing like Pandora at night. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Now we are heading out. Gonna make our way to the bus because the park is closed. So, here we go. Headed to the bus now. I love Flight of Passage. I may have said that already, but I love it just so much. Something about the way that they did the music that just gives you goosebumps. And oh, so effective. I love it so much. I'm definitely riding that again. But for now, we're headed to the bus. Number 6, which means I'm like way down there as per usual. Either way, I'm not too worried about it. I'm the first stop off, so that's very convenient. What a long day, but a good day. I basically finished Animal Kingdom today. I did all the rides that I wanted to do, with one exception. Only one, the safari. It's the only thing I didn't do today, but man, it's so different from the last time I was here. I know I keep saying that, but it's so true. But anyway, it's now, I think it's 10 o'clock. Took a little while to get back. We ended up on a motor coach rather than a regular Disney bus. And I think this was because it's just the end of the day. Animal Kingdom, whoa, look at this hair. It looked so good at one point. Animal Kingdom closed at 8, but by the time I got off the ride and got to the bus stop, it was closer to 9. So had to wait a little while, and then since it's like really pushing it toward the end of the Disney Animal Kingdom day, there were only a few people going to my resort and a few people going to other resorts. They just kind of combined us and Riviera. And I mean, at first I was like, oh, one more stop somewhere else, but it's really not that big a deal. It didn't take that much extra time. You got to do what you got to do. It's really hard right now, I think. I mean, not to assume things for Disney or about Disney, but I'd bet it's very, very hard to move people around right now when you have such a limited number of people that can go on the buses, and just, it makes everything that much more difficult. You can't pack them in like you used to. And I don't want to ever be packed in like that again, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely, like, for example, I might take up 4 seats depending on how a bus is set up. That's a lot of people that can't get on the bus if I'm getting on the bus, you know. So that's not always the case. Most of the time I take up just 2 seats because of the way that things are set up, but there was one time when I was coming back and I'm like, okay, so it's either me or a family of 4, you know? So either way, Disney's doing their best. They're moving people around, I think, pretty efficiently. We'll talk more about that later, as in some other day. But for now, I think I'm just gonna wash up, head to bed, and get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow we are going to Hollywood Studios. And I'm actually gonna jump into a real Disney day tomorrow, like a real one of the days that I would normally do. Today was a little bit different. It was a late start. We just rested, relaxed, and then hit the parks. But tomorrow we're gonna try and do the parks in the morning, come back in the afternoon, and go back to the parks in the evening. So that'll kind of be like our first real day, our first like real this is how I vacation day. And we're gonna get into all of the nuts and bolts of that tomorrow. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this glimpse into my day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, guys.